this video, we're gonna do Jungle Scout product research to help you guys find the winning Amazon products that are relevant for 2024 that no one else is looking at. There's over $1 billion spent daily on Amazon and over 2 million sellers on Amazon with 2,000 new sellers joining the platform every day. Old strategies of selling products on Amazon no longer work. In order to stand out and be different and excel on Amazon, you have to do things differently. So in this video, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna look at Jungle Scout. We're gonna do some product research, but we're gonna do it in ways that no one else is doing it. Now, if you already have Jungle Scout, you're ready to rock and roll. You can skip ahead. If you don't have Jungle Scout, please do not pay full price. My friends over at Jungle Scout hook me up with an affiliate link. Yes, I do earn a commission, so it helps me out a ton if you guys do choose to use my link to purchase the program. But right here, you'll see a link in the description of the video. You can check it out at the end. There will be a link here to take you guys to my exclusive page where you've got some sweet discounts here for 1 month, 3 months, or even 1 year. So check that out if you guys don't already have Jungle Scout. Definitely means a lot to me, so I appreciate it. In this video, to make it simple for you guys, if you want to skip ahead to different chapters, we're going to go over 5 different topics here in this video. First, the classic opportunity finder mistake. Second, the secret start from the end strategy. Third, how to make big money from low search volume products. 4, brand stacking. We're going to focus on football for this example. And 5, do not neglect these 2 Jungle Scout metrics that everyone else ignores. Let's jump right into topic number 1, the classic opportunity finder mistake that everyone makes. When most people are using Jungle Scout to find products to sell on Amazon, they head straight here to the opportunity finder tool. They probably select some of the most popular categories. So let's click here just for fun. Let's click health, household, home and kitchen, kitchen and dining, and let's do patio, lawn, and garden. Now, again, if you're following what everyone else is following, you're going to be looking for the best opportunities, right? So you might choose some of these filters right here where you say, I'm looking for a good opportunity. I'm looking for low competition. I'm looking for trending up. I'm looking for high demand. And you put in all those metrics and you go ahead and you smash the search button. Now down here, we're getting 218 results for opportunities that might have a great niche score here. They probably are having average monthly units sold of a minimum of 750 and niche scored, 90-day search trend growing, no seasonality, low competition, right? But here's the problem. Everyone else is looking at these exact same opportunities. So these opportunities are going to change over time. If you're watching this video in April, May, June, July, these are going to be different than they are at the end of the year. And if you're doing product research in 2025, these are going to be different than they were. So the problem is there's 2,000 new sellers joining Amazon every single day. And so right now there's probably 2,000 people doing Jungle Scout product research for the first time. And this is likely what they're doing. And tomorrow they're going to do the same thing and the same thing and the same thing. So what may appear here as a great opportunity right now, today, tomorrow, it could not be a great opportunity. Or I guess I should say from 6 months from now. Problem is, guys, is doing the same product research that everyone else is doing, because this is the obvious choice, right? The obvious filters, the obvious criteria. But again, there's thousands of people all looking at the obvious. And here's what else is happening. All the Chinese brands and sellers out there are also looking at the obvious. So if we want to stand out, if we want to be different, if we want to survive long-term, we have to look at what everyone else is neglecting. The secret start from the end strategy. Again, most people are lazy. Most people will come in here, let's say to the opportunity finder, they put in their criteria and they start scrolling here. Now we have 218 results, which isn't very many results, but most people are not going to get past, like they do on Google, the first page. So they might scroll here and they might find, oh, a 50-foot expandable garden hose. Wow, that has a great opportunity. Everything looks good. Everything's trending. They check the stats. They look at the metrics. And pretty soon they're off to the races looking for the next 50-foot expandable garden hose. They never even make it to the end of this list because, again, most people, logically, right, would only look at the best of the best scores. Now, again, I know that looks good on paper right now, and I'm sure it is a great opportunity. But the problem is there's going to be thousands of people chasing this opportunity over the next 6 to 8 months. So again, if you want to go after even lower competition, something that I like to do and teach my students is start from the end. So what does that mean? I'm actually let's reset the filters here, or let's pick one category. Let's just go patio, lawn, and garden. Now, I'm going to stay away from the preset filters because again, my goal here, guys, is to do what no one else is doing. Most people are probably picking the preset filters. So I'm going to stay away from the preset filters. So I might say average monthly units sold. Let's do 300 instead of 750. Competition, maybe let's stay away from super high, but maybe I'm not going to just focus on very, very low. Seasonality, whatever, I'll leave it open. And average monthly price, let's maybe go min of $15 and max of $50 because again, I want to look for product that I can get off the ground without spending thousands and thousands of dollars with the supplier to get going. So likely in that $15 to $50 range. Now let's go ahead and click search. Oh, I accidentally clicked industrial and scientific. Let me go ahead and get rid of that and click search. Okay, now let's see what we got to work with here. Okay, now we've got 1,851 results. If someone happened to type in those same numbers as I did just now, what's the likelihood that they actually scroll and get all the way to the end of this list? Very, very low. So again, most people out there doing product research right now are only ever looking at probably this first couple pages. So what I like to do is start from the end. So I'm gonna go all the way to the end, page 19. Now again, remember, all of the products here in the results fit my criteria. So while they may not have a super awesome niche score like we're seeing right here, right? Because it's sorted from niche score high to low. They may not have a super awesome niche score, but still they're selling 300 monthly units. They have an average price of 15 to 50. The competition is very low to high, right? I can just assess from the very, very end page, are there maybe some opportunities here that maybe show a low niche score, which scares a lot of people away, but I can see through that. I can see that there might be a product idea here that could be an awesome option for me that everyone else is ignoring. So again, that's start from the end and then work your way closer to the beginning. So I might scroll all the way through all these, check out all these options, and then go down here, type in page 18 and scroll through those. So work from the end to the beginning instead of from beginning to the end. How to make big money from low search volume products. Let's jump over to the keyword tool. Let's go to Keyword Scout. For this example, as well as for about brand stacking, which we'll cover next, I'm going to use football as an example. So let me go ahead and type in the keyword football. Let's say I love football. I know a lot about football. I'm excited to build a brand around football. So I want to look at products that relate to football. If we scroll down here and we look at the search volume, we're going to see that the keyword football gets a lot of 30-day searches, at least as I'm recording this video, last 30 days, 200,000 searches. But again, football, way too broad. Right? Way too broad, way too many options. We need to focus on our ideal customer, exactly who we're trying to reach or exactly the type of product that we're trying to sell. Now, normally when I teach people like, hey, look for demand, I'm normally recommending people look for products that are getting searched around 20,000 times a month or more. You can actually make some pretty decent money selling products lower search volume. The key is to see if you can focus down on a lower search volume keyword. Like if we scroll down here and we're looking at this exact search volume, we're seeing now we're getting lower exact match search volume. But is there a very specific type of product within football that can make me some decent money? So let's go over here and let's look over on the left and see in these lower ranges if there's any sort of keyword that might have, again, lower search volume, but it is a very specific type of product or type of audience. So here's one that catches my eye. A pool football. That is a very specific type of football. Now, obviously it is trending right now as I'm recording this video in the springtime, but let's go check out Amazon. Okay, so all of these products here are pool footballs. So they're very specific to people who are looking, obviously, for a pool football. But let's check out some of this Jungle Scout data here. Right here, I'm looking, these are a lot of sponsored results, so keep that in mind. But still, regardless, check out this revenue here. Got 53,000, 33,000, 26,000, 18,000. That's pretty good if you ask me. Monthly revenue for a product, when we look at the specific exact match keyword, is only 4,000 searches. Now, again, we might want to obviously check the trends and see this could probably go up. Yeah, we're likely going to go up here in the month of May, a little bit higher. But still, the point being, you can make pretty good money from low search volume keywords as long as you're able to identify that specific low search volume keyword, like a pool football, is a very specific type of product within the bigger niche of footballs. Right? So these are very specific pool footballs within the broader niche of football. So if we were to go back to Jungle Scout again, we can see there's going to be other types of niche keywords like a beach football, mini footballs. Obviously Nike will stay away from brand stuff, toddler football. So again, instead of trying to sell a football because you're getting googly eyes with, all the search volume here, focus in on these more exact match, niche within the niche products. And then again, go check out the sales results. Obviously, we're going to spend more time on this, but you can go and see like there's a lot of products related to a pool or beach football that are getting some pretty awesome sales. Number 4, brand stacking. We're going to stick with the football example, but likely if you're starting your Amazon business or your own brand, you're going to need more than one product. You're going to need more than one product. It's very unlikely. Most of my students don't make it big with just one product. They make it big with a brand. So by sticking within a niche, like let's stick with football, for example, you'll notice there's going to be a ton of different sub products or, sub niche within football that you can brand stack, meaning you can sell pool footballs, beach footballs, other sorts. Let's look here and see. We've got football games. Let's go check that out on Amazon. So here's some different football games. Let's go back and see what else we got. Football stuff. Let's get down here into, some of these lower. Light up football, glow in the dark football. Let's check this one out. Let's see what the sales are looking like on some of these ones. So check this one out right here. This is a pretty good example. So this one right here, $30 product, solid price point. There's only 281 reviews. That's not a crazy amount of reviews. That's very manageable, but they're doing $21,000 in sales, which is awesome. Or this one right here, $30, 600 reviews. Again, not crazy. It's not 7,000 reviews, but look at that. $162,000 a month. Awesome sales to review ratio. You can see some other ones here, like 222 reviews and they don't even have a 4.5 star average, or like this one, and they're still getting sales, even with pretty crappy reviews. And that's not a crazy low price point either. That one only has 18. What else we got here? 47, and they're doing 21,000. That one there's that 7,000 one, but they're doing really good. So you can see there's opportunities within a brand, within a niche of football to sell pool footballs, glow in the dark footballs, football games, all sorts of products that maybe on the surface have low search volume. But when we really look at the numbers, if you can sell $20,000 a month of a glow in the dark football, $20,000 a month of a pool football, $20,000 a month of a beach football, now you've got yourself a business that can make a profit that, you can turn into an income stream for your family, or ultimately, like us, quit your job. So that's really what it comes down to, guys, is don't get stuck looking at the high search volume, the high niche score, the high opportunities, because that's what everyone else is looking at. Now, I want to close it off with part 5 here. Do not neglect these 2 metrics that everyone else ignores. Now, pop quiz. When everyone is doing their product research on a tool like Jungle Scout, what are they all looking at? They're looking at search volume. They're looking at sales, right? They're looking at dollars. They're looking at the niche score if they're using Opportunity Finder, right? They're looking at like the top level metrics, but they're ignoring some other metrics that can actually reveal some really, really good product ideas. Let me go over here. 2 metrics here over on the right. And by the way, you can click this little customized columns and add a whole bunch here that may not be showing up for you. So just keep that in mind if you don't see all of these. 2 metrics here that I kind of like, that I think a lot of people overlook, are the PPC bid, the exact bid, and the product count organic. Product count organic, let's hover over these, is the total number of products returned on Amazon for this keyword. So if you were to type in football, 3,000 products show up. If you were to type in Nerf football, 399 show up. So if this number right here is lower, it means there's probably lower competition for that specific keyword, right? And you'll likely see a ranking correlation here saying East rank most likely be easy, but let's just look at some numbers here. So we've got the product count. We want that to be low to show like, hey, there's not as many competitors being indexed or ranking or showing up for that specific search term, but also the PPC bid. If the PPC bid is lower, and then again, relative to the selling price of the product, that means we can afford to spend more on ads to get a sale, which is going to help us out early on. So for example, if I see a PPC bid here of, well, let me actually go to one that we use as an example. Let me try to find that. Here we go. Pool football, only 222 product count organic, good sign. And then PPC exact match bid for pool football is 67 cents. Well, we already saw that the sales price of a lot of these, $21, 20 or 22, I guess, 22. We've got some $15 options here, but we're in there in the $15 to $22 range. So that's good to know. If we can do some math, right? We can do some reverse math and say, okay, on average, what's my conversion rate? What's the click-through rate? 67 cents for cost per click for a $22 product is pretty good. That's pretty good. Now, if this was like, $1.50 for a $22 product, not as good, right? It's going to be harder to make a profit on our ads. So that's what we want to see. We want to look for low organic product count and low PPC exact match bids on these keywords. Even if the search volume is lower, that's showing us there's a nice opportunity to get in there. We don't have as much competition. We can afford to invest in our advertising early and probably get a good ROI early. And again, we can still make money that we've shown even with the lower search volume. So let's sort here actually just for funsies. I'm going to sort by organic product count. And to make sure we're not looking at like a whole bunch of products that have super low keywords search volume, let's go put in let's do keyword count. Let's do search volume a minimum of 5,000. So again, that might be a little bit lower than what most people are searching for, but let's just check it out. Light up football. Wilson football, glow in the dark, Nerf, junior, Nerf. Let's see if there's one that shows up. Football gifts for boys, 8 through 12. Football games. This football games one was one that really stood out to me when I was doing this the other day because I was seeing some crazy results with pretty low reviews. Like this one right here. Only 300 reviews. It's a $55 product, $9,000 monthly revenue. That's pretty solid. Let's look at some other ones here. 1,700, $60, 16,000, 289, 8,000. And there's obviously a lot of room for differentiation with like these types of products. That one only has 25 reviews and they're crappy reviews, 2,000. So again, you can kind of start to stack some of these different products and maybe look for some different ideas that a lot of people might have overlooked some of these exact match products because again, the search volume might be lower, but we're looking for low competition here, maybe low PPC bids, and you can mess around with the filters, right, to find those types of metrics. Once again, guys, if you don't have Jungle Scout, hit up the link in the description, hook you guys up with a discount. If you already have it, go check out some of these strategies. If you want to learn more about selling on Amazon, especially building your own brand on Amazon, I've got a website, check it out in the description. Hit me up if you guys have questions. We're happy to help. We've helped hundreds of people sell products, start brands on Amazon. So come say hi and we'll see what we can do to help.